it's Marsha Bianca and I'm back with another video. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, okay? Make sure you smash that like button, okay? And make sure you comment down below. If you're a future Terp, make sure you hashtag future Terp in my comments. And if you're pre-PA, make sure you comment that down as well. And if you have any video ideas that you would like to see, make sure you comment that as well. And I do respond to all comments, so don't hesitate to make a comment. Okay, so before I get started, okay, make sure you hit that button right there. Yeah, just tap that button. Right there, tap it. I promise you it'll take less than 5 seconds. Like literally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Told you it would take less than 5 seconds. Okay? If you haven't already, make sure you go watch my video from Tuesday, because in that video, at the end, make sure you watch until the end. I talk about what video I'm going to be making today. So if you haven't went and seen that video on the best and the worst places to eat at UMD, what you waiting for? Yeah, go watch that video after you watch this one. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you the best and the worst places to live at UMD, okay? Okay, so I'm going to start with North Campus. So the best places to live at on North Campus would definitely have to be, I would give the #1 spot to Elliott Hall. Now, Elliott Hall is a suite style dorm, okay? It's a newer dorm, one of the newer dorms that we have on campus. It's very, very nice inside. Like I said, it's suite style. And it's still central to a lot of the science classes. If you're going to be a science major, it's still central to like the chemistry building and the biology building. It's still close enough to it where you're not walking that far. I think that the quality of Oakland is overall just nice in general. Okay, so moving on to #2. So my next top dorm would definitely have to be Cambridge Hall. Now, I've been in Cambridge Hall a couple times and very nice in there. They do have air conditioning, and the rooms are also really good quality. And then also, if you're in a scholars program, you do have the potential to live in Cambridge Hall. The study spaces are really nice. Like they have whiteboards in there if you have a chemistry class or biology class or a math class that you have, problems that you need to visually, write down to understand. And I think that's a really great amenity of Cambridge Hall, that you have those study spaces with those whiteboards. So you don't necessarily have to go all the way to Midlothian to go study if you have spaces like those accessible to you. Okay, so then my other top choice for best dorm on North Campus would have to be Centerville. Now, I personally did live in Centerville Hall, so Centerville is nice. The dorms are pretty nice as well. I don't think Centerville is as old as some of the other dorms on campus. They also have really nice study spaces in Centerville as well, which also do have whiteboards. We have multiple, study spaces in Centerville. There's the basement that you can study down at, and then there's like 3 or 4 additional study space rooms that you can also study at, which I recommend you get to them early, because if you don't, you might be out of luck. So I definitely think Centerville is one of the better dorms on campus. So if you're in scholars, you do have the opportunity to live in Centerville, Cambridge, and a couple other dorms on North Campus. I was in scholars, so that's why I got to live in Centerville. And also, just an FYI, if you do end up in a scholars program, you can request that you stay in the same dorm that you were in your freshman year. I'll get into the worst dorms to live at on North Campus, okay? #1, keeping in the same community, Chestertown, okay? Chestertown is one of the worst dorms to live at because, first of all, they don't have an elevator. Yeah, so you have to walk up all them steps with all your stuff. And then also, they don't have air conditioning. Like, at all. They don't have air conditioning. So, I just don't recommend that you live there in a place that does not have air conditioning. Don't do it. Don't be like Nike and they say just do it. Don't do it, okay? Do not live there. Don't do it to yourself. Think about this. August, September, even October, it can still be hot. You know, our weather, very shaky. Sometimes it wants to be hot. Sometimes it wants to be cool. And then it wants to be hot again. You don't want to put your body through all that extra stress living in a dorm that does not have air conditioning. Like, save yourself the trouble. Don't do it. Okay? And another dorm that I don't recommend in the same community is Bel Air. And the only reason I don't recommend Bel Air is because they also, again, don't have an elevator. So think about all the steps you have to walk and bringing up all your stuff, up all them steps. No, don't do it, okay? Pass if you can, okay? And then the next dorm on North Campus that I do not recommend, okay, is Elliott Hall. Elliott Hall, they don't have air conditioning either. Then they also do not have air conditioning. And it's not just 2 dorms on campus that don't have air conditioning. There's multiple. You know? So, like I said, save yourself the trouble and do not live at Elliott Hall, okay? If you can help it, you know? And then Hagerstown, another one, also does not have air conditioning. And while they're close to the diner, to North Campus Diner, they don't have air conditioning. So, no debate, you know? Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Period. Don't do it. To South Campus. So the best dorms in South Campus to live at would definitely have to be South Campus Commons. Now, Commons, you do have to pay rent because it is an actual apartment that's just on campus. But think about this, you know? You don't have to eat diner food anymore. You can cook for yourself because you'll have a kitchen. You have your own space, so you don't have like a roommate all up in your personal area. I mean, like, they'll still be around, but you know, you have your own space, your own vibe to do whatever you want to do in your own room, you know. And I think those are some of the like best amenities of the places that you can live on campus, especially on South Campus, you know. So I highly recommend South Campus Commons. South Campus Commons is a lot. So if you have like the money or the ability, I definitely recommend it. It costs like $1,000 a month just for rent. Like, that doesn't even include groceries. Like, yeah, expensive. Okay, expensive. Okay, so the next dorm that I recommend on UMD's campus would definitely have to be Prince Frederick Hall. Prince Frederick Hall is definitely one of the newer halls on Maryland's campus. It's very nice inside. The quality of the building is very nice, okay? It's very high quality. And then the study spaces, like I said, and some of the other dorms are similar in Prince Frederick. They have a whiteboard. Those are very large study spaces, so I highly recommend, if you can get into Prince Frederick, that you live there. It is farther away from a lot of classes. It's near the business school, so it is kind of out the way a little bit, but if that doesn't bother you, I highly recommend it. Or if you're a sociology major, you know, the art and sociology building is right near Prince Frederick. Also, the architecture building is also right near Prince Frederick and South Campus Commons as well. Or if you're a business major, you know, Prince Frederick is also an option for you because literally you have to walk, what, like 5 minutes? Not even 5 minutes. Maybe a 3-minute walk. It may be a 3-minute walk. And the worst, okay, dorms to live at are as follows. Caroline Hall, don't live there. Carroll Hall, don't live there. Wycomico Hall, don't live there. Worcester, no. Don't do it. All those dorms that I just mentioned to you do not have air conditioning. Don't do it to yourself. Don't live in a dorm if you have the ability to that does not have air conditioning. Let me say it again. Do not live in a dorm that does not. Do not live in a dorm that does not have air conditioning. Just don't do it to yourself, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't choose that life. And don't let them choose it for you, all right? That's just an FYI, so y'all know if y'all end up coming here and they place you in a dorm and you're like, oh, you think you have air conditioning? And then you're like, oh, joke's on me. No, I don't have air conditioning. You know, this video serves as an FYI to you all so you know ahead of time and so you can, you know, follow the proper steps that need to be taken to make sure you don't live in a dorm that does not have air conditioning. Don't do it yourself. Don't do it. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed to my channel, why? You watched the whole video. You might as well subscribe. You might as well subscribe. Okay, so just make sure you subscribe. Hit that button right here. That button right there, it'll take you 5 seconds. Probably less than 5 seconds. Like I said, hit it. Yep, that right there. Hit that button, okay? Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. And make sure you comment down below. And make sure you stay tuned on Monday for the next video that I will be posting. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when I post a new video. And this is Marche Bianca signing out. Peace.